around this ghost. If we show up, then we still have it. Yeah, we slide around this coast. Yeah, we glowing up, but we still trapped. Sitting high up on the stone. Put my foes out, got the world clapping. Yeah, we vibing up in this show. So your main girl in the private section. Yeah, we ride around this ghost. If we show up, then we still have it. Yeah, we slide around this coast. Yeah, we glowing up, but we still trapped. Sitting high up on the stone. Put my foes out, got the world clapping. Yeah, we vibing up in this show. So your main girl in the private section. Yeah, glowing up, but we still trapped. That's how a nigga survives. Flowing out, got the crowd packed. Yeah, that's how a nigga provides. Y'all insta this, y'all snap that, y'all diss this, and they snap back. Another mass shooting in the headlines. I'm like, damn, where that attack at? Cause y'all think this about race. They font that shit in your face. It's like every day it's the same agenda. It's really not that hard to trace. Fuck it, we might as well face it. Accept it, whatever it's wrapped in. There'll come a day when they run out of grace. So me and my niggas stay trapping. Yeah, ride around this ghost. If we show up, then we still have it. Yeah, we slide around this coast. Yeah, we glowing up, but we still trapped. Sitting high up on the stone. Put my foes out, got the world clapping. Yeah, we vibing up in this show. So your main girl in the private section. Hey, someone be too who I wanted to be and then what I became. Ended up going my own way, but I couldn't stay in my lane. Now if I'm honest, I've taken a liking to wearing these chains. They hold me down, make it easier when I start feeling the pain. Out of the overflow, your heart, they say your mouth speaks. Well, my heart must be fucked up, cause I can't speak and I can't sleep, so I stay woke in this daydream. Got shit to do, got the world to see, got the same crew, got some new fleets. There's an empire, fuck a boutique, that's real. I only say what I feel, got a new plate with the same meal, on a new hype with the same chill. Y'all too fake, I stay real, got cast down from heaven, but I'm too good to stay in hell. I don't know where the story ends, but I keep writing like, oh well, oh well. Yeah, I keep writing like, oh well, oh well. Yeah. Hey, I don't know where the story ends, but I keep writing like, oh well, oh well. Yeah, we ride around this ghost. If we show up, then we still have it. Yeah, we slide around this coast. Yeah, we glowing up, but we still trapped. Sitting high up on the stone. Put my foes out, got the world clapping. Yeah, we vibing up in this show. So your main girl in the private section. Yeah, we ride around this ghost. If we show up, then still have it. Yeah, we slide around this coast. Yeah, we glowing up, but we still trapped. Sitting high up on the stone. My foes out.
Swole Normuth.
The sun is shining. The birds are chirping. The bacon is sizzling. Welcome to the Daily Swole.
Testing. Testing. Is this mic on? Testing. Testicles. Welcome everyone to episode 1866 of the Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular swolecast, beercast, broadcast, gamecast, mancast, pimpcast, sleazecast, and the slaycast in the realm. Because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. What's going on, beaches, booshes, busters, hustlers, and yo hoes? It's your boy Papa Swolio, back with another episode. And today's episode of the Mancast is powered, is brought to you, is sponsored by Everest and K2, flexing on all you beaches. Thank you. Far too kind, fam. Far too kind. Yeah, we're about to get into it. We do have a Tainty Tuesday on our hands, everyone. Welcome to the Mancast. If it's your first time, drop some cherries in the comments down below. Please drop some cherries. We all like to know who's popping, you know what. The first time, if it's your first Mancast, it might be a little bit uncomfortable, might be a little bit awkward, but I promise I'll be gentle. I'll do my best. And, Come on, man. Well, this is not a PG-13 rated show, Grandpa. This is not the honeymooners. All right. This is the Daily fucking Swole. We're getting it on today. We're getting it fucking on.
He's heating up.
Oh my God. It's one of those days.
I don't know how to put this, but I'm kind of a big deal.
All right. Before we get started, make sure you hit that subscribe button. We are live on YouTube, the Daily Swole channel. Hit the bell to be notified of all the future streams. Maybe you might not get notified. We know that YouTube might not be notifying you. So what you can do is head on over to swolenormousx.com and join the Swole fam today. We have the Hot Swole Summer Special going on right now. Got 3-month, got 6-month, got annual specials. Go check it out. swolenormousx.com. You get access to Swole Text, the Discord, Telegram. You get notified before every major live event and all the updates, plus the live chat and everything that we're doing behind the scenes. I've been texting a lot of you on Swole Text. I've been in the Telegram chat. We've been getting it done, fam. You've been crushing it, so keep on doing so. And we're going to get into some awesome Swole fam posts in just a moment. Also, make sure you're subscribed to the Daily Swole on your favorite app, Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Make sure you leave us a 5-star review and share it with your friends because it helps a ton. And also check out the other shows. We got the Swolenormous audio experience. We have the Red, White, and Swole podcast and the Swolenormous Procast available everywhere that you are listening to, or anywhere that you're listening to the Daily Swole. Also, we got some new clips up. Can you drop body fat percentage without losing strength? Losing strength. Oh, there's a typo there, but it's all good. Party foul. Drop body fat. Go check it out. That's available on the Swolenormous channel. Also, is cardio the best way to burn fat? Methinks it's not, but a lot of you love your cardio. You love your cardio, don't you? And we do, fam. We do have a big event coming up this week. I will be letting you know what date and what time it will be at. It might not necessarily. Yeah, I didn't type it. I didn't type the losing. I didn't do that. So a lot of you were asking, because this Sunday is Father's Day. So we're going to have a Father's Day special event. That's right. For the Swole fam, we're going to be a live Swole fam roundtable event. So you have to be a member to join and to get access to that. So make sure that you join today. Again, swolenormousx.com. That'll be going live, I would say either Saturday, Sunday, or probably Saturday or Sunday. I'll let you know ahead of time, of course, but just putting it out there. We talked about it yesterday during the accountability meeting, and we had some awesome new releases and some great Swole fam posts. It was fucking fire. Some gorillas all around. Yeah, it's going to be nice. Let me just get this little, it looks like I'm a little bit. Oh, there we go. Sharp as a fucking ticky-tack-tack. So that will be going on later this week. Yesterday, episode 1865 is available inside Swole TV and Priority Access. We had a great accountability meeting, brand new releases. It was awesome. So I hope you are enjoying those new releases. How many of you tried the new yoga class? Anyone tried the new beef recipes? If you did, drop that in the comments down below. And of course, we talked a little bit more about the brand new apparel site. It's going to be fucking fire. Fam, it's happening. He's on fire! It's happening. A lot of stuff's going down. It's fucking going down. But before we get any more into it, I told you about the podcast. You're subscribed, you're listening, you're ready to go. You're excited for the Father's Day roundtable that we're going to have. You checked out those releases. You're looking at this guy right here, this fucking guy, the guy that you're looking at right now, you're listening to. You're like, dude, can you shut the fuck up and just bust this fucking nut open? I know, Freddie. I know. I had to do the intro. Had to let everyone know what's going on. Had to set the stage. Had to fucking lay it out there. I had to put my sack out. I had to fucking lay it out on the table and show everyone. Be like, this is what we got going on. You like what you see? You like it? You like the girth? It's pretty nice, right?
Is this a list of things I did to your mom last night?
It's pretty nice. But Freddie's not having any of it. Freddie is not having any of it. Freddie wants to bust this nut open, so put some respect on it. Drop in the comments. What'd you smash today, fam? Did you go to the fucking gym? What'd you do? What are you working on this week? What's on the menu? Drop in the comments below. And Freddie, take us away for the busting of the nut. Thank you, Freddie. Well done. Well done, good sir. Put some respect on it. Look at that presentation. Look at that Tainty card. Leo with the booze. Leo with the booze, as if you had any doubt. I wonder if Leo's going to be drinking again today. Yeah, probably.
That's fucking bullshit.
Probably. It is a Tuesday after all. It's a day that ends in D-A-Y. So it must be Leo drinking. So get some help, everyone. Hashtag Leo strong, get Leo help. We need to send him to someone. It's an emergency. For God's sake. Oh, little hiccups here. I got the burps going. I feel good, fam. Just ate a ton of mangoes. Just finished up a nice leg pump. We got some sweet potatoes. I'm smelling through the door. Got them just coming out fresh out of the oven. Got a couple ribeyes that are salted, ready to fucking go. Let's get this fucking party started. Hashtag Tainty Magooch. Drop that in the comments down below. Now, just to get this let's get this episode started. First off, let's get the tip going. We'll talk a little bit about Tainty Magooch. We'll talk a little bit about Tainty Magooch once we get into the knowledge cock portion, but let's get into the tip, fam. Shall we? Drop that hashtag Tainty Magooch in the comments down below for a chance to win today's Swole card. Until then, fam, it's time for the tip, and then we're going to talk about the legend. We're going to talk about what a Tainty Magooch is. Let's define that shit for all you rooks out there. Babe, just an inch. It's cold outside. Just let the tip in. Just a little bit. It'll be fine. Trust me. It's just a little bit. I'll take it right back out. I promise. Just kidding. We're going all the way fucking in, and you know it.
I like to caress roasting bone.
All the way to the hilt. We're going balls deep today, fam. Let's get today's party started. CJ, take us away.
What's in the box?
The first Swole fam post of the day. What a tip we got for you, fam. CJ, my dual Swole card that I won with Bao came in today. Receiving this and reading the message from Papa definitely made my day. I'm still kind of struggling with the news about my dad, but I'm getting through it one workout and one meditation session at a time. On another note, I had my first chiropractor session today, and it turns out I had a lot of tension in my neck and my mid-back that I had no idea about, and a hip imbalance. I'm honestly not surprised by either. I have a follow-up session, but I think I'm going to continue seeing him for some maintenance on top of my regular training. And of course, yoga. Peace, fam. Peace. All right. You're talking about your neck and your mid-back. You know how badly. Oh, it's your neck? It's your back? Is the chiropractor also taking care of your... I'm trying not to sing the whole song because this is a family show. It's a family show. You might not think it's a family show, but it is. It is. It's a
Yow.
It's one of those days.
Yow.
Oh, Papa. All right, Emilian, fam. I just had a thought that makes me realize I need to come in from the cold. I hope you can accept one of the prodigals. From the poll comment, quote, you can be physically capable and fit and fat, but certainly not healthy. I'm one of those, but I'm now dropping the weight because I know that although my health stats are great, besides one slightly wonky knee, I know this extra 100 pounds or so is a fucking time bomb, especially being 40 in 2 weeks. These guys are playing themselves because they're comfortable being stagnant, socially invisible, under constant self-loathing amongst other mental turmoil, and often bleeding their toxic mess to others. These guys and their enablers are a danger and a burden to themselves and others. So with that, I think the argument of fit and fat coming from fat acceptance people is a bad premise from the jump, which they often can't do. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. All right.
This is Milford Cubicle.
So if you don't know what this poll comment was, you can go and check it out. It's on the Swolenormous YouTube channel in the community section. So I posted a poll. Can you be fit and fat? Because we had this in the episode the other day. We talked about it and then posted the clip on the Swolenormous channel. And I'm not sure where the poll stands, actually. I haven't checked it. But literally, can you be fit and fat? What do you think? Can you be fit and fat? Now, I got mango fibers in my teeth. That's fucking painful. Not painful, but it's fucking on my face. Anyway, so it depends on how you define it, doesn't it? Because fit is a very vague term. Fit is a very vague term. So is health. So is wellness. And these terms get thrown around as if everyone defines them the same way. So what do you think? Can you be fit and fat? I say absolutely fucking not. Any way you're going to define fat, that's pretty much the antithesis of fit. Now, of course, fit can mean different things. Can you run a 4.7 40 if you're an offensive lineman? I don't consider, is that fit? That's someone that can sprint really fast and maybe push another fat person on the line of scrimmage. Is that someone who's fit? It depends on how you define it. All right. Because that's obviously someone that's training and doing X, Y, and Z and overeating, et cetera, for a specific person, a specific purpose. So an athlete isn't necessarily a healthy individual. This is where people get really twisted, because just because you're an athlete doesn't mean you are a healthy person. Your training, your nutrition, everything that you're doing is specifically for the outcome you want. You want to hit a ball farther, you want to run faster specifically. That doesn't mean that you're a healthier person because you can run a tenth of a second faster. Understand? There are a lot of people that can do things that don't have the highest metabolic health, that aren't really healthy in terms of all the different metrics. So just something to think about. You wouldn't say a power lifter is necessarily healthy. They can lift a lot of weight, but that doesn't mean that someone's healthy. Most of them, or many of them, I should say, not most, but many of them are overweight and or obese by just BMI standards. But a lot of them have a lot of extra body fat, and they lift with super limited range of motion. They might not have a ton of mobility. A lot of them are very active and can do a lot. So, I mean, there's a range, but in other words, performance doesn't mean health. It doesn't necessarily mean fitness. You have to define it, is my point. So let's continue. You could drop your thoughts in the comments and maybe we'll go through and read a couple of those in a little bit. All right. Emilian, thank you for sharing. I love it. I love it. But that's where the poll is, if you want to leave some context on the poll. So I did actually pin a comment to the top of that poll afterwards. I wrote, hey, it depends on how you define it. There's nuance here because some people could be offended. Well, and I'm not talking about people that you have a little bit extra pudge and you might consider yourself fat. I'm talking about the people that are trying to this is coming from a place where people are justifying being obese and being fat. I'm not talking about people that are obese and you're losing weight and you're feeling better and you're looking better and you're feeling better in your own body. I'm not trying to discourage people. You're not fit yet. That's a vague term, but you know how it's leveraged. People are using these things. Well, you can be fit and fat. It's the post that I share and the context that I asked that and I mentioned that it's coming from this fat acceptance bullshit, just like Emilian was commenting on. Jacob, hey fam, I know I'm a week early, but I needed to get something out there. I've been at this lifestyle change for a while now, and it seems that every year around this time, I slack off for a few weeks. Blame it on lack of discipline or the seasons changing. Doesn't matter. It stops now. I'm not starting over, just where I was at. Nothing got out of hand, but nothing was gained either. I feel it's important to be honest with you guys, and in a week, I'll still post my accountability post, but just know big things are coming, fam. Fucking prove it. I like it. Firing up, baby. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. I like to hear it. We got your back, Jacob. We're excited for you. That's nice. That's nice. Does anyone else have that? I think a lot of people have that around the holidays. A lot of people have that in the fall, moving into fuck your resolution season. Most of you know that fuck your resolution season is right around the corner. It's coming up. It'll be here before you know it. Fuck your resolutions. Man, it's almost holiday type season again. So a lot of people let it go then. This is why right now, this is why we have the Hot Swole Summer Special going on at swolenormousx.com. That's why we're doing it now. Because we're at that halfway point where a lot of people fucked up in 2020. 2020 was rough. 2021 is rough too for a lot of people. But if you didn't take care of your health, you gained a quarantine 15, whatever bullshit is, you gained that weight in 2020. But now it's 2021. Maybe you didn't jump on the Fuck Your Resolution special. Maybe you had no idea my content existed. You didn't know Swolenormous X existed. You didn't know the Swole fam existed. So you couldn't start at the beginning of the year and make that commitment when most people or many people make commitments. I mean, there's no time like today. Seriously, don't wait until January 1st of 2022. Don't wait until next Monday because what? It starts with a mun. What the fuck? Because on the left of the calendar, it's so arbitrary. You need to start today. Start today. But anyway, this time of year is perfect because a lot of people aren't happy with their bodies. They're not happy with what they've been doing. And they figure because they're halfway through the year, this is just a psychological approach. A lot of people think that because they didn't start earlier, oh, it's already lost. They think, oh, it's the summer and then we're going on vacation. Then I got this and the kids are going back to school. And then we got the holidays. Oh, just now's not a good time. It's never a good time. When is it actually a good time? When is it ever a good time to make massive changes? Now. It's not going to get better. Things are not going to get easier later. It depends on your situation. Of course, maybe something specific is going on, but be very careful that you're not making an excuse just to put it off until another day. to put it off until next month. Because you know, oftentimes tomorrow never comes. It becomes next week. It becomes next month. It becomes next year. It becomes, it's just too old. I'm just too busy. Oh, it's just not for me. Go fuck yourself. Seriously, let me hit that button.
Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, go fuck yourself. Come on, now's the time to do it, right? Now's the fucking time to do it. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go.
Shampoo my crotch.
Let's get this party started. Let's get this fucking party started. It's 2021. You're right in the middle of the year. But that's why we have the 6-month special. That's why now is the time to start. Whatever you're doing, now is the time to join the Swole fam. Now is the time to get your gym membership. Now is the time to make that decision today. Today's the best day. One of my favorite quotes, the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is now, right? Do it now. Don't be a beesh. Don't be a boosh, or you'll end up like Tainty Magooch. And you know how that...
How dare you?
Yeah, Greta doesn't like Tainty Magooch because Greta, you are a tainty. You're an overblown tainty. No one wants to hear it. No one wants to hear it. I like my steak. I like my steak. All right, let's get some more Swole fam action. Lisa to the main stage. Lisa to the main stage. When your alarm goes off at 4:45 a.m., it's raining and your neck and shoulders are achy and you're having a low energy day. When you're just not feeling motivated, but you are dedicated as fuck. So you get your ass up, get to the gym by 5:30, and it's a struggle, but you do it and push through. Happy Tuesday, Swole fam. Hope everyone crushes their day. P.S. So happy to have a community of people like this. You are all the main reason I joined. I agree. Swole fam's the fucking tits. Lisa, you rock. Good comment. Man, that's early. That's an early workout. Early pumps are great. I'm not doing super early pumps. I've been in this afternoon, kind of like late morning, early afternoon pump time. But man, early morning pumps, this is my recommendation for anyone that has a scheduled job. Get it done first. So many people ask me, is it better to work out first thing in the morning or the evening? I'll end this right here, right now. It doesn't matter when you train as long as you get it done. However, you will be more consistent. You will stick to it more consistently if you do it first thing in the morning. Plus, all the decisions that you make after that, it's so satisfying because you have a successful, you have that box checked off first thing in the day. This is another reason why many people say make your bed first thing. I don't do that. I get the fuck out of the bed. I don't want to trap any microbes and stuff in the sheets. Plus, I just don't care. I'm like, nah, I'm out of the bed. Fuck it. But I go and I get my tasks done. I go and I do my meditation. I do my mobility, X, Y, and Z, boom, boom, 1, 2, 3. It's important to have that routine, but that win first thing in the day. You start off checking those things off a list. But getting a workout in, you want to stick to your nutrition better, you work out first thing in the day because you're not going to sacrifice all the hard work you put in. You got up early, you put your clothes out there, you had your shake or whatever the fuck you're doing at the front door on the way out or in your workout, in your gym, in your home, you had it ready to go. You're not going to do all that, get the workout done, go shower at the gym and then go to work from the gym and, do all those things and then trash your body eating pizza at work the rest of the fucking day. You're going above and beyond to sacrifice sleep, to be disciplined, to build what you're trying to build. You're not going to want to damage it afterwards. I think it's very, very, it's just good psychologically too. I just think it's the best time to do it. If you can do it first thing. My recommendation. Okay, we got last one from Tyler. What up, fam? This is something I am currently in a situation of discipline. I'm currently in a situation of discipline. I like those situations. But the majority of no discipline comes from family members. I'm not going to be naming names. It seems that the fridge in our kitchen has a lot of junk and unhealthy foods, one of which is soda. There's granola bars, soups with high calories and sodium, muffins, donuts, and so forth. It's nothing but shit. Now, obviously, I do stay away from it. It appears to be in my face hole when I first open the fridge. I immediately close the fridge and say, gross, fuck that shit. I'm always prepared making my meals in advance. I go for steaks, eggs, rice, and peppers, and many more high quality protein sources that I consume on a daily basis, realizing that healthy foods have great values and benefits to it. But really, no one gives a fuck. Instead, people want to shove sugary dick popsicles and piss water teas down their throats. I like it. Let's see, while I'm over here making the best for my health, crushing a steak in my throat, waiting for the gains as I train hard in the gym. Anyway, loving the support from you and Papa and those that serve me well outside the real world, friends and my future girlfriend, which appears my wife likely. Very nice. Not in a relationship yet, but that will happen eventually. If you make gains, she will come. Hashtag Swole fam, fuck the garbage junk food. It looks like the opposite of those shitty fat acceptance hashtags are just way too, it's a whole sentence. 7 pillars, hashtag McDicks and hashtag steak for the gains. Love it, Tyler. Awesome. Thanks for the share. That's one of the hardest things to do. You need hardcore discipline. It's not just willpower. You need focus. You need a purpose. If you're living at home, how many of you are living with someone that fills your environment with shit food? When you open the fridge, are you seeing junk in there? When you open the pantry, are you seeing junk in there? That's like the number one. If you read that book, Atomic Habits, which is a Swole fam favorite, it's a great book. If you've never read Atomic Habits, you need to. Was it James Clear, I believe? It's a great book. It's such a great book. And literally, if you're trying to break a habit, you need to get it out of your face. It needs to be invisible, which means if you're trying to cut out some of these garbage foods, you need to throw them out of the fucking house. You can't have them in the house. They cannot be in the fucking house. And for many of you, that's your fundamental problem is you're surrounding yourself. You're putting yourself in an environment where that fucking addictive, sugary garbage trash is in your circle. And that's fucking pillar number 1. That's community. That's your environment. That's what you're surrounding yourself with. And a lot of times that community, that environment comes with shitty fucking people that are trying to get you. They're like pushers, right? They're drug pushers. They're trying to get you just a bite, just a bit, just a taste, just a little taste. No thanks. No thanks, fam.
People.
Stay away.
What do you mean, you people?
Stay away. Stay away from Papa and the fam. Get that shit the fuck out of here. Get that shit the fuck out of here. All right. So, of course, today we have a very special card. We got the delicious and nutritious Tessie. Sharon and showing that off. I know, sexy girl. Hashtag Tainty Magooch will give away the Swole card at the end of today's episode. Now, what is a Tainty Magooch? All right. Don't be a beesh. Don't be a boosh, or you'll end up like Tainty Magooch. Now, you might be at work with a Tainty Magooch. A Tainty Magooch is something that you don't want to be. You don't want to be a Tainty Magooch. Tuesday is similar to Friday. Friday is our FEF. Friday is fuck 'em Friday. We delete, unfollow, get rid of the noise. Tainty Magooch, those are those people in your life that are just, they don't get it. Kind of like what Tyler was listing. Some people just don't get it. And it's rough. And it's rough because a lot of those people that don't get it are the ones that you want to get it the most. Your husband or wife, they are your parents, your coworkers, your close friends, your best friend, perhaps, people that don't, or your brother and sister, people that just, they're not listening to you. You don't understand why they're not listening to you because you're so close to them. They should be trusting you. But people take this assistance, oftentimes, they take it really, they get super defensive. And I don't know what your experience is, but when you've been in the game long enough, oftentimes you just stop offering your help to people. You just stop. You stop pushing it on people. You stop saying, hey, you should check out this book, or hey, check out this thing, or hey, check out this podcast, or check out this episode. After a while, you just put your fucking blinders on and you just do it yourself. And if people ask you questions, you can help them, you can guide them, you can give them assistance. But you start flying solo, and guess what? There's less traffic on that extra mile. It's another one of my favorite quotes. It's so true. Everyone is fighting to be average. Everyone's fighting to be average. There's a lot of competition for those average positions in life. If you just go a little above and beyond, you put a little bit extra effort, a little like 10, 20% extra effort, you are going to separate yourself from the pack in so many ways in whatever category of work or expertise or education, whatever you're doing. You're going to put yourself in such a different category. There's actually less competition because most people don't want to put in the extra work. Most people don't want to try. Most people don't want to be uncomfortable. Most people don't want to put it out there. Most people don't want to take the risk Okay, they don't get the reward then. You're not going to get amazing rewards without amazing risk. You have to build that conviction and understanding that you need to put your oxygen mask on first. You are doing this for you. And that's truly what it comes down to. It comes down to the reason why, right? The reason why, God damn it, wrong screen. The reason why you are doing something. What's the reason? What's the reason why you're taking care of your health? What's the reason why you're choosing those foods? What's your purpose? What's your goal? Why are you doing it? If you know why you're doing something, if you understand and you have that conviction built up, it doesn't matter what people say. They can go fuck themselves. For real. It doesn't matter what they say. But if you don't believe in yourself, if you don't believe in what you're doing, if you're not truly passionate about it, if you're not truly disciplined, if you're not really willing to make that sacrifice, then you're going to get pulled in all sorts of different directions. Then you don't have that conviction, then you can be dissuaded. You're going to surround yourself with people that aren't going to be helping facilitate you, get you closer to your goals. You know, I'm not saying just be selfish and just suckle off other people, but surrounding yourself with people that inspire you, that are going to help you build that momentum. So you have to be willing to be alone. You have to be willing to do it alone. And I'm not saying you don't have people in your surroundings, but when I say alone, mentally alone. You're not thinking, if you're listening to this podcast, you don't think like 99% of the people in this world. You don't have the same mindset. You don't have the same information. You're cutting through a lot of that bullshit. You've been swole-pilled. If you're listening to this podcast, you've been swole-pilled. You're listening to the reality of what's going on with our health, our fitness. Sure, it's sprinkled with a lot of ridiculous nonsense and beard action and grotesque phallic humor, but that's what we like here. That's what we like here. That's how we do it. But we put in the fucking work and we get amazing results. Why? Because we're willing to be alone or willing to be different. We're willing to do what we need to do and fuck what anyone else says. Honestly, it's your life. Your life. It's your life, your goals, what you want the outcome to be. Just don't think that you're going to put in average effort and get amazing results. You put in average effort, guess what you're going to get? Sub-average results, if that. Even if you do everything perfectly, you might be putting in so much effort, doesn't mean you're going to get the results that you want. That's the shit of it. Most people can't handle that uncertainty. It's scary. It's scary. These scaries. Oh my God, I don't know what's going to happen. No one does. But I'll tell you what, time's not sticking around until you figure it out. So the longer you wait, it ain't going to get easier. Anyway, just get used to being alone. And I don't mean that in negative, or I don't mean that in the way of like you're alone, no one, you're in a mountain cabin by yourself. But inside, you're going to be an outlier. Get used to that. Get used to people making snide comments. Expect that. Thrive on it. Internalize and be like, yeah, fuck you. Understand that they're saying more about themselves than you. They are threatened by your proactive nature. They're threatened by your discipline. They're threatened by your choices. They're threatened by by the steps that you're taking to leave this place. When I say leave this place, leave their level, leave them behind. They get scared. They feel intimidated. It just reflects on their own lack of direction, their own lack of passion, their own lack of self-respect. And they might not be able to put into words, but they fucking get it. They know, they feel it. That's why they're taking it out on you. So when someone gives you shit for bringing your own food, you can laugh and shrug it off. Just be a good sport. Who cares? Do some brain gains, meditate a little bit, process it differently in your head. Just be like, yeah, they're teasing you because they know when you're building tons of muscle, trust me, people used to tease me for bringing in fucking suitcases. I used to have one of those. It's like for the beach. It was a suitcase cooler. I would drag in and I had fucking like 8 sweet potatoes. I had all this beef and chicken, X, Y, and Z, whatever it was. And I brought it enough just in case I left in the fridge there at work, or I just brought what I needed plus extra. I brought enough for the whole day. Even though I used to go back home and then eat more of it at home, I would just bring my food wherever I went. I had what I need. I had what I need or needed whenever I needed it, which is why I've always been consistent. because I've always been prepared. I've always prepared. I've always prioritized it. So I would get shit for it. Okay. Eventually people just start asking you for, hey, they see you crushing it every day, not giving a fuck, getting bigger, building muscle, training hard, eating consistently. They know they're not taking care of their health. They know you are. It's just cognitive dissonance. They don't want to accept the fact that they're trashing their bodies. They don't want to believe it. So they don't believe it. And they pretend. They have both of these thoughts in their head. They know you're doing what is better. They know they should be doing it, but they're in denial because they don't want to change. It's hard. It's uncomfortable. It doesn't taste as good. Fuck that. I think my food is better than anything you can buy at a McDonald's or Burger King. Give me a break. Give me a fucking break. I'm on fire, fam. We're on fire.
He's on fire!
We're getting lit today. All right. That being said, hashtag Tainty Magooch for a chance to win today's Swole card. Thank you so much for sponsoring that Swole card today, Falcon. Very nice. I know she's looking sexy. A little bit rough around the edges. I think you need a little bit of a trim, Tessie, but you're looking good. So hashtag Tainty Magooch for a chance to win today's Swole card. We do have some awesome videos. Today we got a lot of videos actually to go in the balls deep, but let's take a couple questions. Remember to hit the subscribe button, The Daily Swole on YouTube, live every day. Make sure you join the Swole fam, learn more about the fam, all the programs, private community, private communication like Swole Text, Discord, Telegram, all for members only, access to Swole TV and much more. SwoleNormusX.com. We have the Hot Swole Summer Special going on right now. And that being said, if you got a question, drop in the comments down below with the hashtag Ask Papa Swole. It is old school knowledge cock. We do knowledge cock every fucking day. We're in the knowledge cock section right now, baby. Hells yeah. Hells yeah. All right, so you got questions? I'll try to prioritize some current or new questions, some live questions, I should say. But if you do have questions, drop in the comments below. Hashtag Ask Papa Swole. First one's from Nathan. Hey, Papa Swole. What's up, Nate? I was inspired by your Bitcoin video on the Procast channel. I'm wondering on where to start because I don't know where to go. Are there videos, people to listen to, and books to read that you suggest where I can educate myself? For sure. Some good books. One is The Bitcoin Standard. Another one is Inventing Bitcoin. That's another great option. Bitcoin, Hard Money You Can't Fuck With. That's a great one by Jason Williams. There's a lot of other ones. There's a great video. If you want to kind of get a good foundation, like a real good in an hour, there's a great video. There's some great podcasts, but some of them that I listen to are they're long. But a really good one on YouTube, if you Google it, just type in Michael Saylor and Ross Stevens. It's a great, it was done during a live conference event like 6 or so months ago. And it's a great video that will really give you a good foundation in a nice compact format. So check all that out. If you want me to follow up with any of that, you can drop a comment down below. But yeah, those are great places to start. And there's a lot of podcasts and things out there, but that'll keep you busy for a minute. And also in terms of Bitcoin, just until we move back to other content too. My recommendation is to buy some first. You can even do so on the Cash App. You can buy as little as $10. You can set up, you can set up DCA if you want to as well, which is daily cost averaging, but you can buy as little as $10 through the Cash App. I would recommend buying some, at least if you don't have any already, just at least putting in 10, 50, $100. That way you'll start learning. It'll accelerate your desire to learn more about it when you hold some. I'm not saying put in a large investment to start, but as you build your conviction, as you learn more about it and study it, you'll be buying more on your own anyway. But that's a great thing to do, is to actually get your feet wet first. And the Cash App is, if you're in the United States, is probably the best place to do it. The simplest place to do it. That and swanbitcoin.com/papaswolio if you want $10 towards Bitcoin for free. But that's a little bit of that's a Bitcoin only purchasing site. But swanbitcoin.com/papaswolio, and you'll get $10 off, or $10 of Bitcoin free when you sign up. And you can automate everything and X, Y, and Z. So that gets more and more deep, but you just hit a nerve. You talk about things that I like to talk about. All right, let's see more. more. Lord James Gomez asks Papa Swole. You can ask anything, really. I mean, we'll take a couple more questions. We do have a lot of videos to go through. We have some shit posts to go through. I'm excited because I haven't seen them, as always. So I'm excited. It's going to be fucking awesome. Ready? All right. What are some great foods to boost testosterone for men over 40? I don't even know, man. I don't even know. Great foods to boost testosterone. That's an easy Google. If there are any that are actually going to boost testosterone, I would say the number one thing, is to get sleep. Legit, like sleep. Sleep is probably the number one thing for testosterone. But specific foods, I don't know any off the top of my head. If you're starting to get over 40, maybe TRT or HRT would be something to think about, but I'm not sure what the latest is. I'm like, hey, this food boosts testosterone. Is there how much proof or how much? And is that going to be the type of testosterone that's actually going to be benefiting you for building muscle? I think that's up in the air, but I'm almost 40. Myself, getting there, getting up there. I actually don't know any off the top of my head. Like, oh, eat this and your testosterone will go through the roof. I think people just be sucking that down like no one's business if it was anything that with that efficacy. Let's see, Deandra, Papa Swole, do you only hold Bitcoin or do you have some Ethereum and altcoins? No, I don't have any other coins besides Bitcoin, personally. Yeah, most of those are Ponzi schemes, and something like Ethereum, for example, gas fees are really high. Not to mention it's centralized. Much more, it's centralized and it's proof of stake rather than proof of work, which is a risk factor. The most decentralized, scarce asset out there in history is Bitcoin. So that's my recommendation. I don't mess with anything else. Chances are you're going to lose money. You're going to get wrecked. Very few people actually make money trading altcoins, but most of them, if you look at any charts compared to Bitcoin, they're all trending to zero. So the reason why everyone's always looking at any time that Bitcoin rises, anytime that Bitcoin's pumping or it's going through a bull market, you're going to see these other altcoins that kind of get kicked up because everyone's like, hey, there's always get rich quick schemes. So that's always going to pop up anytime there's popularity with Bitcoin. But anytime Bitcoin goes down or there's a correction, all the altcoins just get hammered. So I would expect a lot of these to fizzle out in the near future. But later on this year, I don't want to go too much into the weeds with that because if you guys like more of this content, of course, it's all Swarmers Procast, but I can talk about this kind of stuff for hours. But I think later this year, at least in the next 6 months or so, is going to be really interesting because a lot of the moves that these major corporations were, contemplating or moves they're going to be making in terms of their treasuries and, their reserves in terms of making moves into Bitcoin, that was done, or those meetings and those initial movements were done earlier this year, which usually has a lag time because these are large corporations, hundreds of millions, if not billions of dollars. So it takes time for those moves and that machinery to churn through. So later on this year is going to be pretty awesome. It's going to be pretty fucking awesome. Mel, Bitcoin is an absolute steal at 40. An absolute steal. Absolute steal. Absolute steal. It was a steal at 65. It's a steal. Bitcoin's cheap probably until it gets to like 500K. I mean, it's still probably considered cheap by many. Let's see here. Someone just said, yeah, avoid soy. I agree with that. Yep, Walter, that's good input. I should have mentioned that too. So not so much in terms of like boosting testosterone, but soy is a very well-known, that's thus the soy boy hashtag, or yeah, soy definitely negatively affects testosterone. Let's see here. Okay, let's take some more questions. We can follow up with some of that, but I do love talking about Bitcoin. So good questions. I like it. Thank you for kicking that off, Nathan. All right, let's do another one. Oh, peanut butter PS. Oh, Papa, how do I get gains? I want to be swolio like you. I still need to get one of those. Aww. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for the comment. How do I get gains? Jeez, that's so vague. That's so vague. How do I get gains? You watch the Daily Swole. Plug into the podcast. I'll get you started. No, like I usually say, go to swolenormousx.com and download your copy of the 7 Pillars of Swolenormous. Seriously, anyone that's here for the first time, you're listening for the first time, go to swolenormousx.com. Right there at the top of the page, you'll see a link for the 7 Pillars of Swolenormous. It's a free ebook series. You get an audiobook. You get the 7 Pillars themselves. You get the Beyond 7 Pillars ebook. You get a lot of foundational content. Plus, you can check out the blog over there. You can learn more about memberships and all that. But to start, download the 7 Pillars. It'll definitely be the best place for you to start. Best place to start. Let's see here. All right. Willie 74. Last question. Unless you got another one live, you could drop in the comments. Willie 74. What are your thoughts on HIIT/cardio karate? Ay, Miyagi say karate. Ay. What are my thoughts? All right. HIIT/cardio karate. I don't even know what's going on here in this question, to be honest. I don't know what's going on with this question. What are your thoughts on HIIT/cardio karate? You mean HIIT karate? There's HIIT karate. I know you get HIIT, but like HIIT karate or cardio karate, or you mean or you mean HIIT training or cardio karate. And I've never heard those two things combined. Like, should I do HIIT training or cardio karate? My thoughts on it depends on how it functions as part of your programming. So I'll leave it there because I don't know exactly what you have going on. My thoughts on it are none. I have no thoughts about cardio karate. I've never heard those phrases put together. I've never heard cardio karate back to back in my life. I don't think. Might be a first time. First time right here in the Swole fam. So how is that going to affect? What do you want to accomplish? So as much as this is not going to be an answer, oftentimes we get questions like this that actually allow me to, let me help you rephrase maybe the question. What are you trying to accomplish? My thoughts are irrelevant. Honestly, my thoughts about what you're doing are irrelevant if you're doing them for a specific reason. Like, why are you going to do cardio karate? My thoughts in terms of getting leaner, in terms of, I don't know, improving cardiovascular capacity, in terms of getting yoked. What are you trying to accomplish? Okay. Again, my thoughts are irrelevant. I have no idea what to even answer because I don't know the context in the manner of this question being asked. And it's important. It's important to know. It's important to know. All right, let's take another question. I feel like we can get a little bit. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. I knew it. I fucking knew it.
Matt Damon.
You're not making this easy on me, boy.
God damn it. God damn it, Mike. All right. Mike C559 on Shitstagram. Papa Swole, do you feel intermittent fasting is the best way to eat? Now, this is kind of a troll question because I think pretty much every day I answer intermittent fasting questions. It's kind of a joke inside the Swole fam. It's an inside joke. Members ask me during Ask Papa Swolio sections and stuff what I think about intermittent fasting because they know I'll fucking blow a top. Nah, it's okay. I'll answer it. It's fine. I do feel that time restricted eating windows, intermittent fasting is the best way to eat, whether it's 1 meal a day or 2 meals a day. I do think people should be eating less often. I personally do myself. So I don't really think that a 16-8 is intermittent fasting. I think that's, hey, you slept for 8 hours and you didn't eat until 12 or 2. Ooh, really pushing it. I don't consider that intermittent fasting. I consider intermittent fasting a 24 or an 18-6, maybe more like a 24, or you're doing something where you're fasting on Monday and it depends what you're trying to do. Fasting is going to be a rough way to try to make gains and try to bulk a lot. But at the same time, fasting is very healthy. And there's evidence to show that fasting can prolong your longevity, can prolong your life. So this is why I'm saying building muscle and getting huge, that's not necessarily the healthiest way to live because you're wearing down, you're putting a lot of pressure on your joints. You're putting a lot of stress on the body. You're eating a lot all the time. It doesn't necessarily coincide with living a longer life. So this is where This is where you have that. How do you define wellness? How do you define fitness? How do you define health? How long you live? Do you want to be a frail and live to be 130 and barely be able to move, but you didn't stress yourself out and you have no muscle tone? Or do you want to live to be 100 and lift? It depends on what your actual goal is, right? So I do think intermittent fasting is the best way to eat, but I think just eating less often, eating quality foods, food quality first. Again, this question can be answered with the 7 pillars. Pillar number 2, nutrition, quality over quantity. Quality is the most important thing. Okay. How you eat that quality, that's up to you. I don't care if you eat three meals a day. You can fast. You can do intermittent fasting. I recommend it. It's going to be much better for you to maintain your body composition, your strength. It's more satisfying because I think human beings, just human nature, we want to indulge. We want to eat. We don't want to be thinking and calculating and micromanaging because on an evolutionary basis, we find food. We want to engorge and eat and stuff. That's how we're programmed. That's why we always tend to overeat. So if you restrict your eating window, you can just indulge. I eat less frequently because we're going to cook up 2 steaks, got sweet potatoes. I'm just going to stuff my fucking face. And guess what? I'm probably only going to be able to get in 1,500 calories or so, or thereabout, and I might eat a little bit after. So for like 2 or 3 hours, I might eat and snack. There it is. Like I'll get what I need to get. So, and I'll eat good food, and I don't have to worry about counting shit. And it depends on what your outcome is or what you want your outcome to be. And sometimes some of you out there love to calculate. You love to measure. You love to percentages, and you love to micromanage. I just personally don't think it's any real way to live. I don't think micromanaging is worth it. A lot of people like to do it, or they think a lot of people do it and they learn to like it because they think they have to. Some people love to be accountants. You might like numbers and tracking everything. I think that's a fucking waste of time. But hey, to each their own, right? To each their own. I'm not going to judge. If you like to fast and you like to do that, I mean, that's cool. But if you like to calculate and do all that kind of stuff, it is what it is. All right, fam. Remember, check out swolenormousx.com. Hot Swole Summer Special going on right now. Fam, are you ready? Come on, fam. Are you ready? Where's my drum roll? Come on now.
What's in the box?
Fam, it's time to go motherfucking balls deep. Yow. Yow.
That's deep.
It is deep. It is deep. Let's start with a post first. All right. Let's say one post, then we got some videos. Oh, God. All right. We'll start off with this one. We got the nutrition tea. Let's get a boo going. It's all right. Settle down. Settle down. Settle down, fam. All right. We have this nice looking lady with a little placard in her hands, and it says, fun fact. Did you know that you can order and just eat without justifying the reason? Okay. Yes, I guess. Let's see. I need a caption here. Of course you need a caption because I don't know what that means. Did you know that you can do something and not have to tell people why you did something? Sure. Yeah, I kind of do it all the time. I pooped today too. Didn't have to tell you that, but I did. And it was nice. It was nice. Good texture. Barely a wipe. It was great. It was great. You know what I'm talking about, fam. You know what I'm fucking talking about. Exactly. Fat kid at the water park, right? It was boom, done. Easy. Didn't have time to send a text. Anyway. Don't act like you're not impressed, and don't act like you don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Come on now. All right, here's a caption. Jesus fucking Christ. All right. It's always the short post in the picture. I'm like, oh God, there's going to be 8 paragraphs. So I wonder if there's an MLA bibliography at the end of this. The Nutrition Tea writes, did you know that you don't have to explain your food choices to anyone? Just giving you this little known fact. Winky face. Oh, thank you for the fact. And this isn't making fun of anyone because I think we do this subconsciously out of habit. Even if we're by ourselves, there's an inner dialogue of, well, I'm doing this now because ... Let me just say that you don't have to do this. Even if someone is expecting an explanation and I have questions as to why, you don't owe anyone anything. It's your body. Thank you. Here's the thing. I know this isn't part of this post, but I know it's my body, which is why I don't want to inject anything into it. Uh-huh. Is it my body? Is it really? Or do I need a vaccine passport now, too?
USA, greatest country in the world.
Florida, Texas, and some other states. I don't know where the United States is anymore. I don't know where USA is. I don't know where I know it's down here in Florida. I don't know where else it is. You can all drop in the comments, but I don't know where it is. I hope there's still some left. I hope there's some left. I know there's some. I know there's some places out there. It's my body. My body, my choice. All right, here we go. And there's a bunch of those like red circles with a line through it. What do you call these? A no symbol? Anyway, there's a bunch of those. Instead of a bullet point or a finger pointing, like bullet points, we got the little red with the circle through it, then a little red with the line through it, the little fucking thing. Like, no, don't do this. The first one is you don't have to explain that you exercise before or are going to work off the meal. And FYI, you don't have to earn your food ever. All right, I don't know.
Matt Damon.
I got nothing, fam. I got nothing. Next one, you don't have to list foods or meals that you ate previously. What kind of conversation is going on here?
Matt Damon.
What is going on here? I don't understand what's going on. Next one, you don't have to explain that you saved up your calories for this very meal. And please don't do this regardless. I'll do what the fuck I want.
Matt Damon.
I'll do what I want. It's my body. It's my words. I'll speak things that I want to speak. I'm not going to do this anyway. I saved up my calories for this very meal. You don't have to justify being on vacation or it being the weekend. Yeah, because those are both dumb things to justify. Those are both excuses. So I agree with that. A good meal is a good meal, even on a Tuesday in your apartment. It's okay. Wow. You want a blanket? It sounds like you're having some serious trauma going on. Just eat the steak. You're probably only having problems. Okay. To the moon, Alice. Bang, zoom. Some of you got that one.
What is the best
Some of you got it.
to silence a woman?
Okay. Like, if you're trying to justify your food, maybe you shouldn't be eating it. How about that? I don't have to justify eating a steak. Maybe to Greta I do.
How dare you?
Because she's a little beesh. But I mean, I don't know. If you need to justify it, if you need to have a post in 9 paragraphs, it probably shouldn't be going in your mouth. There's probably a reason why you're having this whole internal struggle. It's probably not something you should be consuming. Just saying. I don't have to justify eating real food. The final paragraph, thank God. Please don't feel as though you have to earn your food. We aren't living through a game show of earned points. We need to eat for survival, yes. But it's actually okay to eat something simply because you want to and enjoy it. You don't need to list a bunch of reasons. Peace out, symbol. We are living in a game show. We certainly are. This is not a proper environment. Some of you might live in the woods. You might hunt your own food. That's more of a realistic environment. If you're living in a city, you are so disconnected from reality. It's insane. You don't realize it because you've never known anything different. And I'm not saying I'm super plugged into the earth, like I have a yard and stuff like that, but I'm not hunting in the backyard. I mean, I'm going to hunt some squirrels because they're eating all my fucking mangoes. But that's neither here nor there. I don't want to get off in the weeds here. But you're just disconnected. You're unplugged. You don't understand what this fake world. It's essentially the Matrix. Now, we might not actually be living in a simulation, but if you're living in New York City or a congested city, that is a simulation. That's not normal. That's not really what your body is designed and has evolved for. That's why you're creating all these weird challenges and struggles and this mental woke fuckery. That's why all this stuff is spewing out, because you just don't have conflict. You're not hiding from tigers. You're not, I don't even want to go too much down that rabbit hole, but it's ridiculous. People just creating these challenges. We are living through an artificial environment. Some people more than others, but it's okay to eat something. You need someone's permission. You don't need this fucking post. Sure, like literally, go eat whatever the fuck you want. I'm telling you, go eat whatever you want. I'm giving you permission. You need my permission? Oh, I'll give you permission. Papa Swole will give you fucking permission. You don't need my permission. You don't need my permission if you want to eat a cookie. Although I can make content saying, stop eating the fucking cookies. Oh, you want a cookie? Oh, you want a cookie? You cookie?
Who told you could eat my cookies?
Did you want a cookie? Yeah. Put the cookie down. I could say that. I could talk about how what you ate is just absolute garbage. But if you really believe and you really wanted it, doesn't matter what I say. You'll turn me off and be like, oh, this guy's annoying. You're grown-ass men and women. But you know better. You know better. You want to build some discipline. You want to create some structure in your life. You understand that a lot of this stuff is just smoke and mirrors, just all for profit. A lot of this garbage is just literal chemical trash to addict you, just to sell you more and more and more. It's damaging your body. It's killed friends and family members, diabetes, obesity, heart disease. All this stuff comes from the food, cancers. All of it comes from our environment. Most of it, some heart disease and some cancers are genetic and inherited, and that's the worst kind. And some of you have predispositions for some of these diseases. And it doesn't mean that some of it can't be partially genetic, but definitely don't fucking epigenetics. Don't flip those genes on. Don't put your body in a situation or a position where it's going to have negative effects, that it's going to trigger those types of, autoimmune issues or whatever it is. How dare I assume your gender? I know exactly what gender you are. You Obese.
Chicks will dig you, or dudes, or whatever gender thing you're into.
Booger Bubble, you're Obese. I know you're Obese. You're here every day. I know you're Obese. And it looks like it in the picture. So I will assume, I'm going to assume, I assume genders all day long. I'm always going to assume genders. Forever. Unless I don't know. If I'm like, well, I don't know what that is. So I won't make an assumption. Like, I don't know what that is. If I can tell if it looks like something, like, yeah, I'll assume it. Why wouldn't I? I have eyes and I have the power, the amazing power of observation. Like, ooh, there's a wall. Ooh, there's a woman. Oh, there's a man. Oh, there's a floor. Oh, there's a sexy beach and a falcon. Oh, wouldn't you know? That's kind of what we do all the time. Human beings, we're just designed to assume things and to prejudge things. Like, hey, what's that over there? Oh, that's probably that. Makes sense. If you want to see a real train wreck of a post, I did a stitch on the TikTok channel, on my Papa Swole TikTok channel. Check it out. Make sure also you're following The Daily Swole on TikTok. So at Papa Swole and at The Daily Swole on TikTok. Go follow. Taking over. Been taken over. Fam, we got some more balls deep action. We got some MP4s. We got some videos. Oh my God. Oh shit. Oh no. Oh, we got a funny one first. All right, we got a couple of them. So you ready? You ready? You want some of this? You want some of this? You want none of this fucking smoke. You want none of this fucking smoke, fam. I'm not buying it. You want to see some of this shit here?
Don't forget to wash where the sun don't shine.
Let's go. This is a funny one. This is a G.I. Joe. This is a little parody video, kind of like the social justice warriors. Let's check this out. Let's give this a look. This is from, again, just another TikTok gem.
G.I. Joe, G.I. Joe. Problematic. Hey kids, you hate gender?
Yeah!
Then get the brand new androgynous action person, G.I. Pack.
Cool!
G.I. Pack gets rid of all the fun and excitement of G.I. Joes and replaces it with self-righteousness and anger.
This dino won't tell me its pronouns. Take this, Nazi.
G.I. Pack comes with awesome accessories like a commuter bike, a sword latte, and a cell phone with instant outrage self-reaction.
Pro-life people should die!
Awesome!
Oh, that was excellent. It didn't look like it might have been the whole entire thing. I'm sure it kept on going. So it's no longer G.I. Joe. Now it's G.I. Pat. That was a spoof. It was funny. This dinosaur didn't tell me her pronouns. Okay, that was a little appetizer just to get started. All right, so this one is called This one is called Fat. Oh my God. All right, let's see what this is. So I don't know what these are. These are videos. I haven't seen them. As always, I don't know what this is going to be. So I hope this is... Let's just listen through it the whole time, and then I'll pause and then go through it if necessary. Let's see what we got here. All right, let's see what we got now. Let's check it out.
Big people don't like being called big.
I'll start by saying that this is not about fear of hearing my weight. I identify myself as a fat woman.
But for some people who have body image issues or eating disorders, hearing their weight aloud can be very triggering, and this is not exclusive to fat people.
You eat like shit and you don't work out.
Completely untrue for all the fat people who are active and do eat well, and it does imply that all fat people are fat because of behaviors.
It's harder for them to lose weight? No.
Here is a list of reasons as to why it would be hard for somebody to lose weight.
And for the rest of us, maybe we are happy and healthy in our fat bodies and don't need to or want to lose any weight.
I'm not saying that being fat doesn't come with health risks, nor am I saying that I decline being weighed at the doctor every single time. But what you need to understand is fat people go to the doctor with genuine concerns about their health, and their treatment type is selected as weight loss before they receive any evidence-based medicine.
The point of my video is fat people are one of the most frequent victims of medical negligence and malpractice, but trust me, no amount of just working out is going to change the systemic oppression that fat people face on a daily basis.
Wow. Okay. All right. So that was a lot. That was a lot. Now, of course, the whole I'm not going to go get weighed at a doctor, that's just stupid. That's just a stupid self-conscious person. You need some mental, you need some therapy for that. Doctor, one of the things that we've talked about before is that weight loss isn't a good thing to say. It's like, oh, you should lose weight. What the doctor should be saying is you need to change your lifestyle habits. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, the 7 pillars, for example. I'm not saying the 7 pillars. Let's say we're saying, okay, you know what? You're going to work on these areas. You're not going to be overweight. You're not going to be fat. You're going to be getting rid of all these environmental toxins. You're going to be sleeping better. You're going to be getting off social media. Oh my God, you can tell this chick is plugged the fuck in. You're going to be training properly, not just endless cardio. You're not going to be eating stupid salads or these little diets that 95 to 98% of people fail from. Blah, blah, blah. Not that nonsense. Okay? Now, yeah, of course there's systemic oppression. Yeah, of course. All right, well, okay, here are some of the reasons why you might lose weight or might be overweight. Let's see here. PCOS, birth control. A lot of these things like PCOS, a lot of these issues can come from poor habits too, by the way. Birth control, okay. There's different kinds. You can find ones that don't make you obese, that's for damn sure. Mental illnesses, anorexia, bulimia, orthorexia. I'm sorry, let's not do that. I don't think that's not come on. When you're obese, that's not an excuse anymore, man. Of course you have an eating disorder. So now you're saying it's a mental illness, eating disorder. Yeah, we know. That's the thing. We know. Chronic stress, anxiety, or grief. That's not chronic stress. Again, lifestyle habits. So you're looking at this, just listening. That's a lifestyle habit. You're not managing your life properly, which is leading to chronic stress. Thyroid issues, often caused by environmental factors, sucking down a lot of plastic and phthalates and shit, improper dieting or improper food. It could be high stress. Yeah, very rarely is it just a genetic condition that's, by chance affecting you. A lot of times it's because of the damage you've done to your body over decades that would lead to thyroid issues. Hormonal changes and disorders. It's super vague. Systemic economic status. You can't blame your lack of initiative or your lack of caring or your virtue signaling to a systemic issue. Stop trying to No, you can't offload this into the system. No, this is you, dear. We're talking about you. We're talking about you making excuses. Stop talking as if you speak for fat people. You're not making much sense to anyone. Okay? I know you're probably getting a lot of views on your TikToks and such because you're virtue signaling and TikTok loves victims, but come on now. Not enough time or access to money. You can't spell, by the way. Not enough. So systemic and economic status, not enough time or access to money. I'll just group that with everything I just said before. Gender, males lose tummy fat faster. All right, give me a break. you're a female. You're supposed to have a higher body fat percentage than men. Men also have testosterone. At the same time, men have more men lift, I would say, than women do. You need to lift some weights. You don't look like you lift at all. Don't act like you fucking train hard all the time. Doesn't look like you exercise at all. It just doesn't. From this video. Low metabolism. Oh, please. What does it say? Genes, genetic makeup. Genetic makeup. So you're blaming genetics, okay? Poor sleep schedule. That's your lifestyle habits. Another lifestyle habit. Sleep disorders. Lifestyle habit. Depression medications and psychotic lifestyle habits. You know, of course, there could be other extenuating circumstances, but many times lifestyle, sunlight, proper nutrition, proper sleep, exercise, not doing those things will very quickly lead you down a dark mental path. Diabetes. What do you mean? What? Diabetes led you to obesity? Give me a break. It's the other way around. Come on now. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous nonsense. What else does she say? Behaviors are untrue. It's not untrue. It's not untrue. Listen, people, everyone's metabolic health is different. Everyone's insulin sensitivity is different. Everyone's going to be in a different situation. But it's definitely possible. There's a lot of people watching right now that have overcome amazing challenges. It's just bullshit. It's bullshit. Anyone that's blaming systemic anything, no, sweetheart. It's not that. It's not that. It's not that. That's the pussiest way out. That's super cringe. It's the systemic. No, fuck you. You're not doing it right. You're frustrated. It's easier to change your hashtags and complain online than it is to actually make that habitual change. Just because you're wearing something resembling a gym outfit doesn't mean you exercise and take care of your health and do everything properly. Doesn't sound like you're managing your stress well if you're raging on your TikTok video. No, but all these reasons are reasons why I can't lose weight and I just like to have a fat body and this. Look, no one cares. If you want to have a fat body, fine. You don't need a TikTok to tell people. If you're really happy, you don't need to be trying to convince people. Strange. It's very strange. This one, oh God. Oh God. Oh shit. We got this one. It's called She's Back. Oh my God. Fam. Let's get another one. Let's get some drum roll in the comments. Come on, drop some dookie in the comments. It's fun. It's fun
What's in the box?
Those videos are painful. She's back. Please no.
You are allowed to gain weight. You're allowed to gain weight. I feel like so often we beat ourselves up for eating certain things or for gaining weight, thinking that we should just maintain the same body weight forever. You're allowed to gain weight. No need to feel guilty. You are beautiful. You're beautiful. It doesn't matter how much weight you gain. You're beautiful. And beauty aside, gaining weight does not make you less worthy of a human being.
Irrelevant.
It doesn't make you less smart, less funny, less
Irrelevant.
amazing.
Irrelevant.
It doesn't change your worth at all. And I know it's really easy to say
Arguable.
and less easy to believe, but your body changes over time. Weight fluctuates.
Excuse.
That's completely normal.
Not necessarily.
And there's nothing wrong with you or bad about weight gain.
Fuck your feelings.
It's okay to gain weight. It's okay for your body to change.
No.
And it's okay if you're struggling with it too. Coexisting with your body is hard, but just remember, it's okay to gain weight.
What? Coexisting? I knew there was a
Matt Damon.
I knew there was a gem in there somewhere. I knew there was a gem in there somewhere.
I'm Hubert Cumberdale.
Wow. Coexisting with your body. When's the last time you coexisted with your body? Jeez. Like how do you quantify stupid? It's really hard. It's really hard. I feel like we're talking IQ here, but I feel like we're playing golf, if you catch my drift. Man, my goodness. Okay, let's get into a couple of these arguments here. You're allowed to gain weight. What does that mean? You're allowed to gain weight. Oh, thank you. I fluctuate pounds daily. And so what do you, oh, I'm allowed to? Oh, I don't need your permission. So I don't know who you're giving permission to. It sounds like you're just talking to yourself and, trying to convince yourself to believe whatever nonsense you're spewing. Let's see here. What else we got here? We beat ourselves up. You're beautiful. Doesn't matter how much you wear. You're beautiful. That's subjective. It is subjective. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. It's subjective. Okay, you're beautiful. So irrelevant. You're beautiful. Thank you for telling me I'm beautiful. I don't need your approval, but thank you. All right, that's very subjective. So you can say whatever you want. This doesn't really have any value. Beauty aside, gaining weight does not make you less worthy of a human being. All right, gaining weight, I'm not saying like, oh, if you're a little bit overweight, you're not a worthwhile human being, but actually your production and your functioning as a human being probably is a little bit less valuable. You're probably not able to move as efficiently. You're probably a higher risk to your friends and family. You might be pushing yourself into a risk category of having a heart attack and maybe not being able to support your family or leaving your kids behind without a parent or, crashing. Who knows? I mean, less worthy. I mean, look, as an individual, like your identity, that's on you. Less worthy, less functional. Yes. So it depends on how you're quantifying worth, but just putting that out there. You need to make sure you're taking care of your health and thinking about your value to those around you as well as to yourself. Respect yourself. It doesn't make you less smart, less funny, less amazing. Questionable. Less smart? No, not necessarily. You're not that smart if you're trashing your body consciously anyway. Less funny? No, fat people are funny. We know that. Chris Farley, for sure. Classic. Got a lot of fat comedians. Fat's funny. We know that. You notice how a lot of comedians, right? Like they're fat. When they're fatter, they're funnier. And then when they lose weight, they're not so funny anymore. Plus, because they just look, I don't know. It's just like sometimes people, someone gets famous because they're obese and they lose weight and they kind of lose their flair. It's not so much like, oh my God, they're not fat anymore. They're not cool. It's just, no, they got popular because of their personality in their body package and they change completely. And a lot of times it loses that aura, whatever they had, that little it factor. Never know. So I'm not saying you're less worth, but your body changes over time. Thank you, Mrs. Science here. I appreciate it. There's nothing wrong with you or bad about weight gain. What the fuck is wrong with people today? All right. If this is actually breaking through to you, there's nothing wrong or bad with you. You need some serious therapy because you're not a child. Good boy or bad girl or good girl. Jesus Christ. There's nothing wrong with you. This is weird. I think we're having an issue. I think the systemic issue is that we have a bunch of adult children that never grew up that need daddy's approval. So they're looking to the government or they're looking to someone, big tech or someone to police their life and take care of them and tell them and rub their bodies and their bellies and, oh, you're beautiful just the way you are, sweetie. Fucking life doesn't care. It's going to kick you in the cunt and then take your lunch money. Doesn't fucking care. Doesn't care. None of this matters. This is just noise. It's fun to make fun of. Her intentions might seem, I don't know, they're just weird. Is it really helping people? Is this really helping anyone? Is my question. Is that really giving anyone any value? Like, oh, you're just putting off, you're just kicking the can down the road. You're just giving people more fuel to, I don't know, just to keep on trashing their health and justify it. Like all these excuses, it's all an excuse. All of it. All of it is an excuse. God, fuck that. Every time I read your Swole fam posts, everything that I read in the Swole fam, it pisses me off because I see this shit. I'm like, what the fuck? People ask me like, why are you so upset about this stuff? Because I see every day people that have real struggles inside the Swole fam that are overcoming amazing obstacles to get their workouts in, to make their food, to meal prep, to get results. And I see this shit. You're beautiful just the way you are. You can gain weight and just fuck you. I know what I can do. Don't tell me what I can do. I don't need your creepy looking ass on TikTok telling me that I'm beautiful. Oh, thank you. Because your opinion matters in my life. It's ridiculous, right? It's weird. It's weird. I get in people's faces because I want them to fucking take some action. And people that don't like my content's not for you. My content's not for them. I don't care if I offend you. If I offend you, that says more about you than me. I'm telling you to go to the fucking gym and take care of your health. If that offends you, then you got some problems. I don't care if you hate me and go and do it. It still worked. I don't give a shit. All right. All right. All right. We got 2 more here. This one says, Tainty award of the day goes to ... Oh, you ready? Should we do that one last? Let's do one last. We got a vegan. Let's do the vegan steak one first. Oh, Jesus Christ. Is this chick again? No.
Matt Damon.
No. Which guys do you want? Do you want the Taint award of the day goes to? Or do you want the vegan steak? Let's do the vegan steak one first so we can, all right, and then we can watch the other one because that one looks horrific. That chick looks like she's about to freak out on the video. So let's do that one last. Okay, let's do vegan steak. You ready? Everyone, vegan steak?
What's in the box?
Let's see what a vegan, oh God, I don't even know what kind of peel she's going to
Did
take.
I just turn beans into a T-bone steak and carrots into bacon?
No.
I sure did.
Oh, no fucking way.
Last night, my husband wasn't too pleased about the vegan salmon made with tofu.
I wonder why.
So I ran to the kitchen and decided to make him his favorite meal. T-bone steak.
This is steak.
I think he didn't really enjoy the salmon made with tofu because he's not a big fan of seafood.
No. Stop. Are you serious? No, I'm stopping this. I think this is a voice to text on TikTok. If you type in text, you can have a voice read it. It's really annoying. I think he didn't really enjoy the salmon made with tofu because he's not a big fan of seafood. That's not seafood. I wonder why he didn't like the tofu salmon. Who the fuck would eat tofu salmon? This looks disgusting. Dude, you need a divorce like yesterday, bro. What the fuck did you marry?
So I'm not really offended by that. I'm actually motivated to keep making healthy meals for him.
Make the man some salmon, please. Unless you want to be a lesbian, make the man some salmon. Don't turn him into a soy boy beta cuck. Fucking give the man some fish meat, for God's sake. Let's continue.
Because I just want what's best for my family. Wow, this really looks like the real T-bone steak. Now my favorite part, transforming carrots into bacon. No. I think these carrots look like bacon. He's home, let's see how this goes.
Oh, this is the stupidest thing I've ever seen. Wait, if you're not watching this video, go watch it. It's on the Daily Swole channel on YouTube. I think these carrots look like bacon. I almost feel bad. I think I'm making fun of someone who's literally mentally handicapped. I think I feel bad actually just right now. They don't look like, I think these carrots look like bacon. They look like carrots that are in barbecues. They look like carrots. They look like carrots. That doesn't look like a T-bone steak. Yo, that looks like something you'll get at Outback or something. Something that comes pre-packaged that has the shape of a steak and has some grill lines on it. That's what it looks like. It looks like something you'll get at like a chain steakhouse, like a Chili's or something. Damn, that is awful. Ooh, boy, yo. What? No, and this isn't. I don't think this. No, this is not the banana peel lady. At least the banana peel lady would have like entertained a little bit more. This is stupid. I don't understand. No, I don't understand either. You know what's crazy? She said. He said he didn't. I think he didn't really enjoy the salmon made with tofu because he's not a big fan of seafood. How are those two the same thing? What do you mean? Last time my husband wasn't too pleased about the vegan salmon made with tofu. Oh, look at this. What the No, I can't. Full blown.
Matt Damon.
I can't. Oh my God. All right. You guys, you all know there are members of the Swole fam that are vegan. I have nothing against vegans, really. If you want to eat, I have nothing against vegans that are pursuing the best nutrition for themselves. Like, this is how I'm the healthiest. I feel the best on it. I'm not judging. Eat your food. Totally cool. When you start having health issues and you talk to me about it, I'm going to be recommending organ meats and things like that. It's just, a lot of people can't hang or swing it, stick to it for obvious reasons. Now, I don't care. There are people inside the Swole fam, members, that are vegans. Fine. When you're making food that looks like meat out of food that's not meat, what are you doing? Seriously, what are you doing? You're making a T-bone steak. Give the man a grass-fed ribeye steak. That's fucking healthy. Come on now. Come on. What's this fear? Why are you making beans try to look like a beef? That's some fucking weird shit. And I use the analogy, if you don't think that's weird, vegan hot dogs, vegan burgers, it's fucking weird. It's weird. You could do it. This is my opinion. It's fucking weird and it's twisted. Okay? Imagine, I used this example before, imagine the reverse. It doesn't make sense, which means it makes equal the amount of sense as this makes. If you have a delicious ribeye steak, you take that ribeye steak and you fuck with it to make it look like an apple and taste like an apple. So literally, the ribeye steak will look like an apple, close to it, and will taste kind of like an apple. Why the fuck would you do that? You wouldn't. You wouldn't do it. You know why? Because you don't want to be a retard. Now, what the vegans are doing is the same thing. They're taking beans, they're making it into something that isn't beans, that looks like beef, and that tastes like beef, or close to it, by putting sugar and garbage and flour and everything into it in order to hopefully make it look and resemble like a steak. So it's going to look not really, but somewhat like a piece of meat. It's going to taste hopefully somewhat like a piece of meat, but it's not going to be meat. Then what are we doing here? What are we doing here? What is going on? Why? Doesn't make sense. I rest my fucking case. I
didn't know they stacked shit that high.
Eat a fucking piece of meat. It's so weird. It's so weird. Fam, we got one more, and then we're going to give away this amazing fucking Swole card. Tainty Magooch. Don't be a beach, don't be a boosh, or you'll end up like Tainty Magooch. Make sure you also check out the Swole fam, get all the private episodes, in addition to a lot of exclusive content. Get the private Swole fam access, private Facebook group, private Discord, Telegram chat, Swole text, everything inside swolenormousx.com. It's fucking lit like a tit.
I am the danger.
Yeah, and of course, get some extra falcon there. God damn, I am going to go eat some steak. Why? All right. Your husband's not going to like whatever the fuck you just made either. God, poor man. Get yourself a sane wife. It's too late. You're already deep in it. Deep in the soy. Good luck with that taint, bro. All right. Taint length matters. Make sure you go pick up your gear today. All right. This one is titled Taint Award of the Day goes to ... This is going to be fire. You know why?
What's in the box?
Because it has to be. Let's see it. Let's check it out.
I have thin privilege.
What? But I'm so fat. I'm like a size 20, 22. How can I possibly have thin privilege? Because there are people who are fatter than me.
Oh, God.
When I go up on a plane, I might need a seatbelt extender. I might be uncomfortable. I may not feel good. People may say things to me. But I don't need to buy a second seat or risk getting kicked off the plane. Yep. That means that I have privilege compared to people who have that experience. You may not even need a seatbelt extender. If that's the case, then you have privilege compared to me. Somebody who is a model size may have privilege compared to you, but that doesn't mean you don't have any privilege. Almost all of us have some thin privilege. It's a spectrum and it goes by degrees.
We choose truth over facts.
The fuck just happened? Yeah, the only country where this chick causes someone else, the only country where someone like this will have thin fucking privilege. Let's give it up. Fucking America, baby. Let's turn this.
USA, greatest country in the world.
Oh, yeah. What a country. What a country where you have morbidly obese people that are like, I have thin privilege. You know why? Because there are people even fucking fatter than me out there. What does that mean? Thin privilege. I'll tell you what. I got thin privilege. That's fucking earned. I don't give a shit. Oh, you got thin privilege? Work for it. I got swole privilege every fucking day. Rent's due, motherfucker.
Sell crazy someplace else. We're all stocked up here.
Yo, that's some good stuff. That's fun. It's fun to, oh my God. It's fun to dig into that shit. That was funny. Crazy, right? God. Is this another reminder? They're leaking brain matter, but it's so fun. It's just like, the problem is that this stuff exists and it's important to discuss. It's important to put it out there because these posts don't get any kind of pushback. They don't get any kind of, because you'll get banned or you'll get blocked or you get in trouble for harassment or bullying. So I will, let's say, duet a video like this and just stare at the screen with no hashtags, no caption, and I'll get removed for harassment and bullying. I've gotten videos removed for harassment and bullying with no caption, no hashtags, no facial expressions, didn't even blink, and it'll get removed for harassment or bullying. I guess my face is harassing someone. It's happened before. I just got reinstated on TikTok live because I gave someone an honest answer a week ago and I got flagged for it. And I said the truth and it was a fact. And people just get offended and there's hardcore censorship. And it's really important to expose this kind of stuff because it's not funny, really. It's really not funny. It's frightening because these people exist and these are the people. This is what's tearing this country apart. This kind of nonsense, this type of woke trash. This is what you're getting from your $150,000 4-year education. This is what you're getting in high schools and middle schools and elementary schools. This is what critical race theory gives you. This is what all this fucking woke bullshit gives you. Yeah, you're reaping what you've sown, America. This is what happens when you fucking take your foot off the gas pedal. This is what happens when you destroy the monetary system. This is what happens when you go off the gold standard. It's what happens when you have shit fucking money. Everything corrodes and that institutional rot from the inside out. Everything is inflated. There's no fucking, it's a hollow shell. This country is a hollow shell of what it once was. Some states got it going together, but this is important to talk about. No one pushes back. Very few people actually push back on it. It's important. It's important because this kind of bullshit is just, this stuff goes unchecked and it's poisoning your children. It's poisoning our society. It's fucking nonsense. It's nonsense. It just continues to encourage people to trash their health. You're incentivized to be a victim. You're incentivized to be a victim. You are incentivized to be a victim. You will get followers. You will get likes. You put a fucking hashtag in your bio, you put a flag, you put whatever the fuck you want, whatever's trending, whatever the flavor of the month is, you'll put in your bio, and then no one can touch you. It's the don't hurt me bio. You got your pronouns in there, don't hurt me. You got your flags up there, don't hurt me. That's your protection. That's your protection. Hey, if I just put all this shit in my fucking bio, I can say what I want. I'll get all the followers. I'll get all the attention. Everyone will think, yeah, you go girl, you go queen, you go king. Someone said it. Yes. Periods after every fucking clap emoji. All that kind of bullshit. It goes unchecked. It goes unchecked. And it shouldn't. It shouldn't go unchecked. So I'll do my part. And I'll continue to do it because it's fucking hysterical. It's so funny. And they can't laugh at this themselves. They can't laugh at this because if they did have a sense of humor, if the woke left actually had a sense of humor, then they would corrode and they would just crumble from the inside out, which they already are. That's what happens with cancel culture. This is what happens. It eats itself because you cancel. It just, that circle gets smaller. You cancel, 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 cancel. It's just a power grab. But it's all about making sure you are cutting out the ones that aren't not as virtuous as thou. Right? I'm not as holy as, you're not as holy as us. You don't have as many hashtags in your profile as we do. We got 10 hashtags. You only have 8. You can't sit with us. Yeah, it's fucking sad. Let's see. James, thin privilege, fat phobia, all made up words. What the hell ever happened to rather than making shit up, you actually just be active, get to the fucking gym, work out, and be healthy and active? I agree. James, I'll remember my privilege when I'm paying insurance premiums. Yeah, no shit. We're the ones that are paying for your medical care. It's like, you should get on that scale because it's my money you're putting to work. Yeah, that's right, Lisa. Lisa says, so a 500-pound person has thin privilege over a 700-pound one. Exactly. So now you can play this thin privilege game. So now, again, it's like having a Latin person being accused of, like, you're a Spanish person, or, you know, you're from Central America, South America. Like, you have to get rid of your whiteness. That doesn't make any sense. Right? So you're generalizing this thing to this, you're making it so much more sinister. You're making this thin privilege is everywhere. There's always thin privilege. Now you can't get rid of it because there's always going to be someone that's thinner or less weight. And what does thin have to do with your body weight? Thin? I weigh more than some people that are fatter than me. They look fat because muscle's more dense. So do I have thin privilege? No, I have swole privilege. That's why we have the swole privilege fucking gear, because it's time for swole privilege season. What happened to Foodie Beauty? I have no idea. She probably has diabetes and she's fatter than she was before. I have no idea where she is. I'm sure she's doing the same thing that she was before and she's worse off for it. No idea. No clue. No clue. Yeah, that's right, Patrick. Man, if you're a common sense thinking person that pulls from both sides of the aisle, you're considered like right wing today. I don't like to be, I have American flags in the background, but I think this country is amazing and I think we need a comeback. But I think my own thoughts on individual issues. I don't like picking teams with anything. I like to I don't even consider myself moderate in the middle. Who knows? That bullseye is changing all the time. I just have views about whatever situation. I think independently. I think for myself. So it's crazy how people are looking at American flag as if you're like a racist now. It's just really pathetic and sad. People don't understand. They're just not educated enough and they're not intelligent enough to think for themselves. I think that the problem is not that they're undereducated, they're overeducated, which is why they can't think for themselves. We have too much education in this system. Honestly, too much indoctrination education. We don't have enough learning, right? Dakota, no matter what way they twist it, fam, a man with his fitness has many dreams. A man without his fitness has only one. I like that. I wear my swole privilege shirt with pride, as you should, Josh. As you should. Yeah. Well, I think a lot of people, I think the problem with everything nowadays is people generally form their identity like, oh, I'm a liberal, or I'm this, or I'm that. And then when you see all that shift and change and everything morph completely, you're like, oh, fuck, most people that think for themselves are like, all right, I guess we're people without a home, potentially. I don't like playing by any team. I don't like people that are like, I vote, them this way, and I don't know. Like, it depends on the issue. It depends on the situation. But it's a pretty mess. It's a pretty big mess. Just the way how people think of it. Like, all of a sudden, because of social media and all this, mental hijacking, now we can't be a country and have different beliefs. Like, you can have different beliefs, believe what you want, but stop trying to change all the fucking laws and They're trying to get the Supreme Court justices to step down. And one guy's like, get the fuck out of here. Get out of here. You're AOC. You're a congresswoman. You can tell a Supreme Court justice stay and stand down, you fucking child. She's such a child. Such a child. Patrick, it's sad we see a flag being flown and think racist and indoctrination. Indoctrination is the word. It starts in schools. It's in all the religions. People aren't allowed to think for themselves. They're encouraged and they are enticed and they are incentivized to not think for themselves. I would say that. Honestly, think about that. What's the incentive to think for yourself? Like, what's my incentive to think for myself and to put my thoughts out there? What's my incentive? Throttling, my channels being shadow banned, getting blocked and getting videos taken down constantly, getting restricted reach for years. Like my channels don't grow, barely, incrementally, kind of fluctuate. I get no, because I say shit that I think, and I'm fine with it. I don't like censoring myself. But, what's the incentive to speak the truth? And that's the thing. It's hard. That's what I was saying before. It goes back to the Tainty Magooch. Get ready to be alone. That's the thing. Get ready. You have to be okay with that. If you're a free thinker, you're going to be alone a lot. But that goes back to what we were talking about earlier. You have to be prepared to walk that path. That's not easy. It's not easy to get a lot of pushback. It's not easy, especially nowadays. It's not easy to say what you think. I say what I think. Take it or leave it. And a lot of people take it, and I'm sure a lot more people leave it. Or a lot of people take it like, okay, I agree on some things and I don't agree on other things. That's fine. Most of the stuff I talk about is live anyway, and a lot of things are off the cuff and I haven't necessarily fully thought through, and I'm talking to a microphone. So, it's okay, is my point. It's okay, people. You don't have to get your nips all twisted, but I don't like being lied to, and I don't like the censorship, and I don't like the deceit, and I don't like the nefarious behavior by the government and by large corporations and the pharmaceutical companies. I don't like being essentially psychologically fucked in the ass. I don't like it. I don't like trying to be played as if I don't know what the fuck is going on. As if I don't see the chess pieces moving, as if I don't see what the fuck you're doing. I'm listening to people that know what the fuck they're talking about, and I'm just trying to pass it along to you. All right. There's a lot of amazing content out there, and you've been lied to by a lot of things. You've been lied to for years and years, especially in the last year or two. I would say the last actually 4 or 5 years, maybe more. I mean, much longer than that, but you know what I'm saying. It's just been coming to a head. So yeah, I don't appreciate that. So with me, you lose trust. I lose trust very quickly. Like, you break that fucking thing, you kind of waver. It's like, nah, that's it. Done. No, there really aren't like, oh, chances and chances and chances. No, like, just, you show your true colors, like, fuck you. So fam, it is what it is. Tight circle, keep your head screwed on straight, and let's fucking get on with it. Let's give away a Tainty Magooch card. Am I right? Let's give away a Tainty Magooch card. You guys are fucking awesome. Individual thinkers, indeed. Think for yourself. Let's give away the Swole card. All right, fam. Reminder, we got some awesome things to talk about. We had an accountability meeting yesterday. Before we give this away, we had an accountability meeting yesterday. So 1865 is available inside Swole TV. If you want to get access to Swole TV, all the private episodes, the private Swole fam community, and so much more, head on over to swolenormousx.com. Gorillas.
Well, I'll be damned.
Hot Swole summer special going on right now. Go check it out. swolenormousx.com. And of course, you can check out the podcasts, check out the audio experience. Check out the audio experience. Check out all the shows. We got the Swolenormous Procast. We got Red, White, and Swole. Go check all those out wherever you're listening to this. Apple Podcast, Spotify. Make sure you leave a review. It helps a ton. Make sure you're leaving a review. Definitely makes a huge difference. Let's give away today's Swole card. Let's see what we got. Anyone that dropped that hashtag Tainty Magooch is up for grabs. Scrolling. First one I land on. There we go. First one. Oh, it's one of the It's one of our favorites, Cerny. Congratulations. Redheaded. That must have been the redheaded chick. Congratulations, Cerny.
Congratulations!
Yeah, the more you play, the more you show up, the more chances you got to win. Congratulations, Cerny. Send us that email to support@swolenormous.com. Swole card 1866 in the subject and your mailing address in the body of the email. If there's ever someone that's not a Tainty Magooch. I know there's not a Tainty Magooch. It's Cerny. So excellent, Cerny. Congratulations, fam. Go enjoy the rest of your Tainty Tuesday. This episode will be up shortly after we sign off here. Again, swolenormousx.com for the Hot Swole Summer Special. And let's see, tomorrow is Wednesday, so I'm very excited about that. And of course, we have the Father's Day special Swole Fam Roundtable for members that I will be announcing probably in the next couple days, what day and how that would probably work best. As soon as I know, I'll be letting you know. But of course, I'll text you and I'll Telegram chat you and all that stuff. And those of you that have been plugged into the other podcast, some of you were asking Bitcoin questions earlier. I think someone asked about the Telegram chat. This is going to be put inside Swole TV probably with some extra Swolenormous Procast bonus content and stuff like that. We'll set that up with remember I was talking about the book club and having the book and the reading list and stuff on Amazon that you could download on Kindle, hardcover, softcover, that kind of thing. So I'll definitely be putting a lot more resources in there, and that's going to be more additional content inside Swole TV, but happy to take more questions here as well. We'll probably be doing something like, Swolenormous Procast, kind of like live stream or private roundtable, something like that for those of you that are interested in more content like that, but there'll be more content coming soon on the Swolenormous Procast. But that being said, let's nut this beesh. Falcon, take it away. Yes, I know, my little peppercorn. I know, she's looking delicious. Falcon, why are you still there? Did you break? Falcon, you broke. Falcon away. Take it away. Now you disappeared? Falcon, I don't even know what to do with you. Now you're back. You are so confused. You're so confused, but I appreciate your effort, Falcon.
Three-letter word, jobs, Jobs.
Well, thank you so much, fam. What a great episode. For joining me for episode 1866 of the most muscular Swolecast, Beercast, Broadcast, Gamecast, Mancast, Pincast, Sleevescast, and Slaycast in the realm. Because when I flex, you flex, we'll flex our biceps. Oh, yes. Looking sexy. Look at you. Ooh, very nice.
He's on fire!
I don't know how to put this, but I'm kind of a big deal.
Boom shakalaka!
Good enough, though. We got it locked down. We good? We good, yeah. All right, fam. Thank you so much for joining. We'll see you tomorrow for 1867 of the Daily Swole. Peace, McGee's, Deuce, Magoose, your boy, Papa Swolio. Oh.
Crazy flow, need a straight jacket. Cash flow, I'm a bank addict. 6 subs, had the bass smacking. 808, had the place clapping. 3 girls is enough for me, so I pull out like the stock crashing. Like an IPO, trying to purchase me. This a private sector, so you can't have it. Faking all that boom bapping. Who you think you is, boy? 90s want they sound back, so I give rap all these fake rappers as I take matters in my own hands. I don't need rapping, I don't need Zans. I don't need help, I'm a grown man. Now they king left and they so mad, it's like
yeah, I found that young king with my crown at 10 racks in the fanny pack, couple hundred in the Louis bag.
That's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you laid. What kind of game is you playing? We go hard in the paint you. What the fuck is you saying? I only go where they pay. What kind of game is you playing? Yeah, whoa, my shit is relevant. Our topic, my melanin is popping. I'm taking skeletons on closets and making new deposits. I'm in my element, no